Today is a good day. Here's why. Months ago, from China, as you know or may not know, we love electric toys around here. So that is evidenced by our choice in vehicles, which I have older Honda Insights, 2001 model, 2000 model. That's my daughter's car, her Insight. And here is my wife's Insight. So we're all in on Insights, which are hybrid electric vehicles. What you don't know yet is that I was riding a one-wheel. Well, you may know from a past video, but anyways, I was riding a one-wheel and enjoying the hell out of it up until a month and a half ago. And I took a nasty fall, snuck up on me when I was not expecting it. I was wearing a helmet and got a bad concussion. Rock came in under the helmet and hit me right there on the brow. Knocked my brain sideways in there or something, because I have double vision. When I look out of the bottom of my vision, I'm still trying to recover from that. So the moral of that story is always wear a helmet on your electric toy. The wife wasn't very happy with me, so therefore the one wheel, I haven't been able to ride it. My balance is okay since the accident, so that will be going away. And I decided before that accident that one-wheel toys probably aren't the best thing for a 40-something-year-old man. Well, anybody watching probably could have told me this. I thought I had it under control, thought I had it figured out. I was good at riding it. Everyone said it looked smooth. I was doing everything right. Apparently I screwed up. I don't remember it at all. I lost a day. Well, about 12 hours I don't remember after I whacked my head. So, moral of the story again, wear a helmet. The best helmet you can afford. It's much cheaper than missing work and much cheaper than going to the hospital. Enough lecturing about that. Today's a good day because I'm starting a new toy adventure. And my new toy adventure, my wife and I were talking as I was going out on one-wheel rides and just having a blast out there. She finally got comfortable with the idea of me riding that thing. And of course I went and crashed. But anyways, we had talked about something we could do together. So that thing is ride two-wheel scooters, because we both need two wheels for safety, for balance, we thought. We looked around, I looked around, and decided I didn't want a toy scooter. I didn't want a rental scooter, like the kind that they have for rent downtown. We did try those. They were fun. But maybe not long-term what we wanted. So we decided to order these speed scooters. Ordered them directly from the factory in China, and they've been on a boat for a couple months, month and a half, and now they're here. So you guys get to watch me unbox these things today, and you get to see maybe the initial ride. Of course, yesterday was 78 degrees here in Denver, and it was really, really nice, and I was going to go out for an e-bike ride. I also have an e-bike. My wife has an e-trike. I can do more videos about those if you guys are interested, but that's my Rans recumbent. I did 34 miles on a 20 amp hour 48 volt battery yesterday, 2 days ago. 34 miles, and it was great. Really enjoyed being out away from the house. I can't drive yet because of this concussion recovery, and I want to make sure I'm cleared by a doctor before I do that. I can see okay straight out, but my lower vision is still doubled to a point. So anyhow, I'm playing it safe there, and I haven't been able to drive. So I've been landlocked at home, and I've been going stir crazy. So I am happy to see these arrive, because I think I'll be able to ride them. Especially after the e-bike ride the other day, I was okay. My balance was good. So let's get to unboxing and see how it goes. I've never really done an unboxing video, and this will be my first. And these are really big boxes. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to move you guys over here. As you can see, the weather changed, so it's going to really suck once I get this out and I can't ride it around. But that's okay. because supposedly they take many hours to charge, and that'll be okay. Let's hope that you have good audio for this. Okay, which one do we start with? Looks like both of the boxes got beat up pretty good. So I'm going to start with the most beat up box and hope that they packed it well enough to where they don't have to, geez, it really sucked. All the way. It's like somebody opened it. Looks like it. So what do we have here? A big ass box. Looks like some styrofoam in there. Some other. You can see down in there. It's all wrapped up. They gave us some Allen wrenches. Some smashed up styrofoam that went under the wheels. That's not a good sign. And hopefully the scooter's okay in there. We'll see. Shit, it's really beat up. So I may have overdone it on the scooter purchase. I may have bought something too nice. Oh no. Got a spring just sitting loose in the box. That's not a good sign, but it's a heavy duty spring. Let's hope it didn't fall out of somewhere important. Or it's meant to be loose. Who knows what else fell out? Shit. Okay. Oh my gosh, that thing's heavy. Yeah, it fell off the shock. Or something. Looks like I've got some assembly to do here. This thing's heavy. There's the seat. Looks like a cushy seat. Hopefully it has a seat post and stuff in there. It's supposed to. I think I paid 20 extra bucks for that. Yep, it's got a seat post of some sort. Okay. This front wheel's just swinging around loose in there. Owner's manual. Alright. 10-inch vibration damper electric scooter manual. We'll see what that looks like. The use method. Alright, well, let's see what we got here. So here's the scooter fresh out of the box. This shock has seemed to come apart here. Hopefully I can find all the pieces. So that's loose. Hydraulic disc brakes. Big tires. Well, good sized tires. Should be some kind of seat post under here somewhere. There it is, seat post. Alright. Hardware box. Foam. Let's see. Looks like this is a seat post for it, which is great because I needed that. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing working. Looks like a horn. And that's about it. Okay, we're going to continue unboxing or trying to set this thing up. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never had one of these, so. Any other loose pieces in the box? More foam. The other part of the seat post. Foam. I don't see any other loose pieces or parts. Just the upper part of the seat post. So hopefully that works.
Now, how do we fix this? That front wheel's not going to work like that. Somehow, screws in from the top. Huh. Okay. It's a shock. The one I picked is falling apart. Clamps all there up to this point. Okay. We're going to have to take this piece out to get that screw back in. It's a big one. Neat. All right. That's a cool looking headlight. Man, these parts are solid looking.
$17. Damn. Too big. What the hell?
I know it's metric. It's got to be metric. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's bigger. that's so hard to get off.
I finally got that bolt out to try to put the shock back together, and they used some kind of gray looking Loctite stuff that held it on there, so I had to use a big breaker bar. I guess they don't want this nut to come off because you'd lose the whole front end, and that would be a big problem. So I will use blue Loctite when I put it back together, and hopefully it'll come back apart a little bit easier this time, but not by accident. But holy moly, that was really, really tight. Okay, back to work, putting the shock together. Alright, well, we didn't know that they were going to disassemble the whole thing to figure out if it's good quality or not, but it is. You know, it's a machined piece of aluminum, and it's got a brass insert in it. Don't know if you can see that, but there's a brass insert inside of the aluminum, and with a spring coilover. That's their idea of a shock. There's no hydraulics in this shock. The rear shock, on the other hand, is supposed to be hydraulic, but from what I can see, it looks like it's made the same way. So this screw down in here is what came loose. Hang on. So this screw down in here is what came loose. And from what I can see, I can't tell if it had Loctite on it from the factory or not, and I can't get it out past these edge spacers, so it's pretty tough to tell. So I'm going to use a toothpick and get some Loctite in there and put it back together. The problem is that the bolt that was in here was too short. It goes through this washer. I had to press out those little bushings a little bit to get the washer out of there and the bolt. And there's a piece of rubber. I don't know if that was in there or not. But the problem is that this little Allen bolt here had come out of the shaft, which I'll show you in a second. This little Allen bolt is just not long enough to get enough purchase in that to go through this and to bite into the shaft and hold the spring on. So what I've done is gotten my tap and die set out. It's a M8 by 1.25 threads. Major ordeal trying to put this damn thing together. I'm hoping the other one's in better shape. That's hope in one hand, shit in the other, right? Alright, well, this is what I'm doing. I'm chasing the threads. Hopefully they didn't get torn up too bad in here, but they definitely weren't gripping. So, and you could tell when I tried to start this screw, it would go in a little bit sideways. So I got my tap and die set out, and I'm cleaning up the threads. And hopefully I can find a 1/4 inch longer bolt that'll give me some more bite in the shaft. Or maybe even 1/2 inch longer. And it should make this stronger. Unfortunately, I think the back shock is built the same way, but we'll get to that in a little while. Sure is a shame that this thing came all the way this way and it's having this issue. So here, I'll let you guys watch me clean up these threads for a little bit. Unfortunately, I can't drive due to this concussion, so getting to the hardware store could be a trick given this weather today. Look at that weather out there. Terrible, huh? Oh well, that's just my luck. It's okay. We'll get it fixed. We'll figure it out. All we need is something to hold this together, because this actually holds the whole suspension up. So we need this to have good purchase. I can feel that I'm not cutting new threads. I'm just shit. I'm just cleaning them up. I can feel it. It's not cutting new threads. Now it feels like I'm bottoming out. So, looks like that's about as far in as I can get. So however much is under there is what's clean, thread-wise. Hopefully I don't have to cut a bunch of new ones. Shit. Okay, I can take that one off. Make it a little bit easier to get out. So yeah, it's just coming right out. It's real clean. So it looks like I got about that much thread to work with in there. Hopefully I can get a longer bolt that'll go in there that far and catch. I'll get a couple different sizes. But you can see the chunks of, well, that's anti-seize I used last time I used this, but you can see the chunks of metal from the thread. So I'm going to write the company and hopefully get them to send me another shock without the damaged metal. But the threads look pretty good in there now. If you look down in there, you can see the threads look pretty good. So let's see if they fit. Nothing like working on your brand new scooter right out of the box, huh? 1,000-something, $2,000 for this thing, and I gotta work on it on day one. Yeah, it goes right in there. Okay. Yeah. So that's got plenty of grip. I can feel it. Feels good in there. It's got a lot of grip. So hopefully I can find a little bit longer bolt, make me more comfortable with the amount of threads holding that together. Although I think if this fails, it'll collapse up on me, and hopefully it'll just slide to a stop. But let's hope we don't have to deal with that. It looks like my threads are good in there. They just didn't give me enough room to get enough threads. This is aluminum, or feels like aluminum. Yeah, let's hope the other screw has enough threads in it. Yeah, that hole ends down there, so if I have to go deeper, I'd have to drill it out, which would ruin all these top threads, so that would be terrible. That's as deep as we can go with the tap, with the tap, yeah. But they look clean. I just have to get in there a little further. Alright. Wish me luck at the hardware store finding this freaking bolt, but longer than an inch. I need 1.1 inches or 1.25 inches at least. Okay, thanks. Bye.